This LEGO set got banned for being racist, while this LEGO set got banned for scaring kids. But first, we gotta talk about the LEGO set that faced criticism for being the darkest LEGO item money can buy. This strange LEGO set isn't some train station or medieval castle, but instead, it's a recreated Nazi concentration camp. If you take a deep dive into the set, we can see these smiling skeletons who act like the prisoners from the real camps. And the dark figure used in this set can be resembled to a camp guard that ran the camps back in the 1930s. Thankfully, this set was never released to the public. However, interestingly enough, this set was sold for $70,000. Who knew such a dark set could be worth a fortune? That's insane. But since we are mentioning the dark truths about LEGO, we have to talk about one of their first sets that they have ever released. And let's just say it got major criticism because of how racist it was. This is the Red Indian set. Nothing is more racist than calling an Indian red, so you can only imagine the backlash this had on the company as a whole. The set featured 4 Indian characters rowing a little blue boat, and to make it even worse, they chose the most red tint they have ever used in creating a LEGO character. I mean, they literally look like Crayola crayons. That's just nuts. While we're talking about nuts, we have to mention this LEGO piece labeled as part 32557, which is probably the most unintentional cursed LEGO piece that most kids don't even realize because it is so basic. Even though it's such a great connector piece and it's super common to receive in your LEGO sets today, it has a super obvious hidden meaning behind it. And I guess you could say this piece is bricked up. Anyways, LEGO is known for doing collaborations with many popular brands, such as Disney, Marvel, and even Star Wars. But I bet you didn't know that this LEGO collaboration went horribly wrong. See, this set is titled Cafe Corner and was released in 2007. The set featured a fictional cafe that included a sign with a resemblance to a real-world Starbucks logo. And while it's not officially banned by LEGO, the company did receive a cease and desist letter from Starbucks, leading to the modification of the set in its entirety. But while we're talking about banned LEGO collaborations, we have to mention this Simpsons minifigure, which doesn't look bad at all. However, LEGO unfortunately banned this item. And not because some of them just looked incredibly cursed, but the LEGO company as a whole figured the Simpsons wasn't really appropriate for their audience, with most LEGO customers being between the ages of 13 and 17 years old. So even though they aren't the most cursed items, LEGO banned them anyways, making it impossible for another Simpsons set to ever be released. This LEGO series got banned for being the most hideous sets LEGO has ever released. The series titled Znap featured these odd-shaped LEGO planes and items that honestly should have never been released in the first place. So because no one ever purchased these sets because of its ugly designs, LEGO banned Znap entirely. I mean, they literally look like they belong in a Happy Meal. But this LEGO actually did come from a Happy Meal. This Ronald McDonald display piece will never show up again just because of how cursed the LEGO design is, making it the end to most clown type LEGO designs ever. I don't know what's scarier, this display of Ronald or this minifigure. Yikes. Next, we have the LEGO series that got banned because it was too creepy for kids. LEGO Mixels were very obviously hated due to the cursed imaging and set designs for all the different monster variations. The ads for them were creepier, having the Mixels literally chomping on items that look like a kid's worst nightmare. Despite the sets being very successful with the fans, people at LEGO decided to discontinue it, putting an end to LEGO Mixels for all. This LEGO set was discontinued after no one played with it. The LEGO Fabuland sets featured these weird animal-like minifigures that were honestly pretty creepy. But the real problem was how basic the set was, because kids would find it almost impossible to play with these LEGO sets, making them useless and just not fun at all. So LEGO decided to ban and take Fabuland to the gulag. But this LEGO gun is the most dangerous LEGO item a kid would ever come close to, because not only is it an obvious weapon, but the gun actually holds real LEGO bullets, which means it's a choking and blinding hazard to anyone who uses it. Therefore, this set would never actually be released to the public just because of how realistic it is, and LEGO doesn't want anyone to be harmed with their product. Last but not least is the LEGO Among Us figures, which are some of the most weird and sus designed LEGO characters on the market. And while Among Us was one of the most popular popular video games in the world, LEGO wasn't the biggest fan of releasing these to the public. So despite the huge popularity for the game worldwide, LEGO put a ban on producing any sus Among Us figures to the public. But if you're sus, subscribe.